Guys, I got a window motor here out of my Nissan Frontier, not working on the driver's side, and opposed to spending 80 bucks on it, we're gonna try to take it apart and put some brushes in it hopefully and fix it up. Let's go. Alright, so as you can see, these brushes are pretty cooked. They should be as big as this replacement one, but yeah, so I've already cut the one piece off here. So we're gonna take this commutator bar here and clean it up. We got some 500 or 400 grit, I guess. The finer the better. We can clean off this commutator bar and then we'll scrape out in between each bar, get all the debris out of there. So these replacement brushes, so here's the old one, here's the new one. I got this at the local electric repair place. I could have probably ordered the exact same one on Amazon, but I didn't want to wait a week or two. So the difference is right away is I got this nub on this one that I don't have on here. I'm gonna file that down. And then as you can see on this video, maybe you can see it hopefully clearly enough there, that the width is not quite the same. So I'm gonna have to spend some time on this new brush. Just take some sandpaper and a file and file her down and hopefully get it to match so it fits into our brush holder. Just taking a little, like a flat file here and taking this nub right off the tip of there down a bit so we get a nice flat surface. Made of carbon, so obviously it wears very easily. It's easy to file. Let's see, you see we're getting a nice flat surface there. Hopefully you can see it. So just sanding the sides now so everything matches up. Boom, so we got made up two little brushes here, both about the same height and width. I mean, you compare this one to, where is the old one? I don't know, it's lost. Oh, here it is. So yeah, this is the old one, this is the new one. A lot more life, maybe another 12 years in this one compared to this. So wish me luck. Clean up some mess. Carbon is a crazy beast, and we'll solder these guys in next. So now that I got my brushes in there, I'm just gonna give this, I got some brake cleaner, rubbing alcohol, or anything else like that would do too, but I'm gonna give this a little spray, nice clean. Everything, all my solder connections, get it all nice and degreased. You can see all the crap dripping off there, that's mostly from the brushes. So now you got these little springs here that hold the brushes down. I'm going to install the brush first, and then I'm going to solder it after. It's easier, then it holds it in place for us. So you can put that brush on there, and then this little lip here gets pulled up and over. I don't know if you can see that there. Oh. It's tricky. Voila, spring is installed. So now, as you can see, I try to match the curvature of the commutator bar. It's very hard to do. You don't have to be precise. So now, I'm taking my commutator bar, all the magnets out of the actual drive assembly, or the motor assembly there, I should say. I'm gonna install this guy on here for now, just so it holds my brushes in place. It's a little tricky to do, especially while people are watching me. I'll hold that like that. Take a little pick. Oh, everything's magnetic. And put that guy over the edge of the commutator bar. I might have to take a little off that one. Alright, so as you can see, I got my two new brushes here all filed down, roughly the same size. I got my old one. So now I'm going to cut the leads, which these are generic brushes. I'm going to cut them down to roughly the same length. I'm going to probably cut them a little longer. And alright, now we solder. I'm not going to let you watch me solder because I'll mess it up if you watch, but if you got any if you want any tips or anything, there's lots of videos on YouTube and this and that, but I'm just using a butane soldering torch with a tiny bit of rosin core, tiny bit of solder here. Yeah, well, we got our joints soldered on here, here and here. That one wasn't as pretty as that one, but they both work. And our bars are in. Yep, Thanks again, Jeff, for the solder. Precise Mechanical Repairs in Nanaimo, BC. If you need your car worked on, come find us. But here we go. We'll throw the commutator bar in and springs. What I did was I put the springs up high. Yeah, boy. So we got the commutator bar in there. It'll self-center when I put the rest of the case back on. But as you can see, all of our springs are in. Everything's soldered back. I got these wires routed the way that they were, nice and back and flush. And yeah, we should be laughing. I'm gonna use white lithium grease. I don't know if you guys can correct me in the comments as to what to use, but we have a seal here that protects all of the grease from running, because obviously as this thing turns, everything's gonna run down. I'm gonna lube this seal up a little bit with some silicone spray or something lightly. But I'm gonna use a little bit of white lithium grease on the threads and at the end where the pilot is. And I've blown this piece out, the housing out, just to get all the old carbon material out of the crap out of there. And yeah. Well, here it is. We've got the motor all mounted back in. The regulator is on. Sorry, it's snowy and gross out and dark, but here we go. Let's see if we got something going on here. Yes. Ooh, baby. You hear that?